Wow, with my light on, you can definitely tell how tan I am. Seriously, I'm like brown right now. My back is so sunburned, it hurts to go like that. Ooh. Anyway, I just heard of the news that Jack Osbourne has been diagnosed with multiple sclerosis. It's really kind of funny to me that this just came up because I was actually just thinking about Jack Osbourne. Because Jack Osbourne used to be, when he was on the Osbournes and stuff, he was such a dorky kid. He was overweight. He didn't really seem to have his life together. But then he made a decision. He started working on his fitness, like I have been doing lately. He has a family now. He just became a father, and he's actually quoted as saying how horrible the timing is. That coupled with the fact that he is only 26 years old. And I really hope Jack Osbourne is starting to reach out at this point to some other people that have multiple sclerosis, that are young, that have been diagnosed young. I understand that because I was diagnosed when I was 21 years old, and it was actually 2 months after I had just moved out. I moved to Philadelphia. I was so excited. My life was moving in such an awesome direction. I had a cool job that I had just started working at. And actually the same thing happened to me as what has apparently happened to Jack Osbourne. He got optic neuritis. He lost vision in 60% of his eye. That's exactly what happened to me. That's actually a common way that MS presents itself. It's usually your optic nerve. And when I was diagnosed with it, I had fears because obviously multiple sclerosis is so unpredictable. And I wish I could say to Jack Osbourne that yes, multiple sclerosis sucks ass. When that happened to me, I let it friggin' ruin my life practically. During that time, I drank a lot. I was just whatevering. I was really depressed, and I really want Jack and anybody else that's been diagnosed with multiple sclerosis, especially young, that it doesn't have to ruin your friggin' life. It really doesn't. I mean, there will be times when you feel sick, but then you begin to value the times that you don't feel sick, that actually you feel healthy, you feel good. I'm in remission right now myself, and I'm taking advantage of every minute of it. Yeah, you feel crappy, but then when you're feeling good, you feel really good about the fact that you're feeling good. Your attitude is everything because you don't know when you're going to have a relapse. You don't. And I do hope that in the future, Jack decides to talk a little bit more about it because it's not very well known that MS is something that affects young people. And I think when it does happen to young people, they feel really alone, especially because so many of the symptoms are totally invisible. The average ass person doesn't know you have MS just looking at you. They'll look at you, see that you don't walk funny or anything, and they'll just be like, oh, this is just an asshole that explodes in anger at me for no reason, that needs to go to the bathroom all the friggin' time, and who needs to take a nap after they do things because they're lazy. They also sometimes slur their words because they're drunk. So I really do wish well for Jack Osbourne, because I hope that he can show people that having MS, being diagnosed with it, isn't a death sentence. And I would tell Sharon Osbourne, because I read in a different news article that she's feeling a little guilty, like what did I do? Was I drinking when he was in the womb? Did I frig up while I was pregnant? But MS isn't like that. They don't know who it's going to affect. And one last thing that I would add, I've gotten so many comments from people, especially on my jpmetz as MS channel, that they have parents, that they have aunts, relatives that have MS, and they never loved them any less. They were still very amazing and capable parents for the most part. He can still be amazing and capable. I mean, I think I'm pretty capable to frig. I have MS and I'm probably in better shape than a lot of people I know. So, anyway, I guess that's that. I was just really surprised to hear that news. Alright, that's the end of this.